Welcome back, everyone, to another Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Spotlight. Mod Spotlight. It's a Millennium Dawn kind of mod, though. It's, as you can see from the title, Novum Vexillum, which is Latin for new banners. For some reason, they chose this this name for the mod, and the subtitle is really cringy and edgy. It's called "A World Built on a Lie." Oh no. So basically this mod is like an edgy Millennium Dawn. So basically the premise is they don't like new Millennium Dawn. Like a lot of people apparently don't like it. And so they want the old one. So this mod is literally the old Millennium Dawn mod. As you can see, it's got the same like popularity for political parties. It's got the same military staff, research, political advisors, you know, economy system, all that stuff. Same, obviously, national spirits, you can see. Right there, Commonwealth of Nations, European Union, more European Union, the Visegrad group, Russia with the oligarch influence. It's got NATO, it's got CSTO, you know, everything that you remember, know, and I hope don't maybe love, because it was really shallow, from old Millennium Dawn, which means it's still got the same like meme focus trees, although the mod creator said that he wants to replace them at some point, and a few new things. So basically this mod is just for people that don't like the playing style of the new Millennium Dawn, and wants an old one. So, what is it in here? So there's new decisions, as you can see, like, well, obviously improved work conditions, but there's also like outsourced workshops, leased military factories, leased stockyards, social programs, all that kind of stuff. Finance public news office, which looks pretty good. Then you can encourage enlightenment values, which is going to decrease like the commies and their influence. You can hold parades. You can do legionary roadways, which is absolutely retarded. Commission military academy, expand the officer corps, all that kind of stuff. Now this is for democratic countries. I wonder if it's the same for, or are there any unique things for like nationalist countries? Let's check out Eritrea, which should be nationalist, yeah. There's food rationing. Okay, so you do get different decisions for like the army and stuff. Convert tractors to Generation 1 main battle tanks. Cool. Seize civilian trucks. Cool. Okay, so there's some good stuff that like right over there. No other economic policies though. You can also seize civilian vessels. Oh, this might be because they're at war with Ethiopia. They might be unique war decisions. Let's check out. Wait, is Saudi Arabia Salafist in this or monarchist? I can't remember with the retarded faction system. Yeah, it's monarchist. Speaking of that, is there anything? No, there's obviously just the normal stuff. How about Iran? I don't remember which idea. Yeah, there is. Oh, right, not Salafist, Islamist. No. Apparently they still, in education policy, they still encourage enlightenment values, even though they're fucking Islamist. But whatever. So that's basically that. Let's see what China has to offer in terms of decisions. You know, maybe some people will have like unique decisions, but you see Korean friendship, of course. Of course, they don't have a Taiwan policy because that would be kind of derpy. Embrace far left philosophy, though, so that's going to increase the commie influence. Deploy Pino units. Put the dregs of society to use on the front lines. If they die, they die. Love it. Fucking love it. Even though you have 5 million manpower, so it would fucking volunteer only. So I sincerely doubt that you're gonna need that. How about Japan? Do you have anything specific right over there, my friend? Seize the means of production. Okay. Why can no one else seize the means of production? I don't know. Interesting. I guess that's just a Japanese unique decisions. STP, OSMP, or JCP. OSMP is what? Socialist. Okay. Alright, whatever. So it's just the same kind of stuff all over the place. Now, another thing that's, well, actually pretty good in this mod is the tech tree. Now, unlike the other Millennium, like this is the same as Millennium Dawn, obviously. But unlike the other one, it's actually reworked quite well. The armor and especially, well, actually the armor is pretty good in the other one as well. It's really good though in the naval aspect. It's fully integrated man the guns system with you know, light batteries, intermediate armaments, which includes obviously the missiles, the improved vertical launching system, which as you can see is what gives heavy attack as opposed to like big guns. And then you have like different types of techs that improve everything. You have cruiser vertical launching systems, explosive compositions, all that stuff, more vertical cells, and anti-ship secondary missile systems, all that kind of stuff. So that's all, you know, all integrated. There's also like, you know, a few techs for the same stuff, you know, the mining, all that shit. And you have nuclear reactors for propulsion, because it's like, you know, hello, I am cool. I have aircraft carriers, escort carriers. That's just really cool. 2,000 battle cruiser, so you know, like the Russian Kirov class. Then you have the submarines. Now they have torpedo launchers. I wonder if you can equip them with also missiles. That would be kind of cool, because they also have the, yeah, there's obviously like depth charges, depth charge mortars, all that kind of stuff for the corvettes, because they've also implemented all of these things into ship designs. As you can see, ships have designs with like anti-submarine warfare helicopter instead of obviously the catapult. Then you have anti-air Sea Whiz, which is obviously, you know, going to increase the air attack, although, you know, that's not exactly what Sea Whiz does, but whatever. Torpedo launchers, vertical launch systems, which gives heavy attack to, you know, any ship. So, like, this is a destroyer, so not exactly the heaviest of ships, but it's fine. The secondary missiles, the naval artillery, which gives light attack and light piercing. And there's, you know, the usual stuff, the radars and the sonars, which is probably the same as regular Hearts of Iron. Got the armor, got the fire control, got anti-air, and got the stuff right over there. So that's the destroyer. Then you have frigates, which obviously have less possibilities, but they still have like the 16-cell VLS, still have the anti-submarine warfare, still have the aircraft. So it's really well done. Well, at least on the surface system all around. Not sure how it actually works in terms of balance, because I haven't actually played the mod. But it is really, really impressive that they were able to do all of this. So that's kind of nice. And looks like, unfortunately, submarines don't get missiles, which is retarded, because they do in real life. Yeah. Let's see. What is this? This is a corvette. How about the corvettes? Well, obviously they have a lot less. Yeah, okay, so they can't use vertical launch systems, which is kind of derpy, because missile corvettes are a thing. You know, missile boats, all that kind of stuff. But hey, that's fine. Obviously, you know, meant to be differentiating the arsenals a little bit. Let's check out the Russian Navy, just to be able to see what goes on, because the Russians also have a few more interesting ships to look at. They have an aircraft carrier, obviously. If they're, oh, so now you can put multi-roles in aircraft carriers, so that's kind of nice. Okay, hangar space, you can put missiles on that. Kind of nice. Deck armor, so you can do kind of like an aircraft carrying cruiser or something like that. Basically the reactor. Pretty sure that's not accurate for the Russian aircraft carrier. Pretty sure it's not nuclear propulsion. Yeah, radar. hangar space, all that kind of stuff. Now, the ship I really wanted to check out is this one, the battlecruiser. Yeah, look at that. Let's check that out. Holy hell. Basic 40-cell, vertical launching, helicopters, basic surface-to-surface missiles, and then you can put more VLS cells and more anti-air. Then even more cells. Yeah. I really enjoy this kind of stuff. And yeah, they actually have also a Slava class, which is another cruiser. It's a sort of medium cruiser. Some more of these vertical launching cells. Okay, so that's kind of nice. It's probably pretty fun to use these people. Now, Air Force, I'm not sure if it's at all changed. Like, okay, so I want to see what these... Yeah, the icons look really cool. Naval cast. Do they have naval attack? Yes, they do. In terms of multi-roles, do they have naval attack? Yeah, okay, so this kind of works. They've rebalanced some of these things out a little bit. It's not just, you know, it's not just essentially copied and pasted. No, it's not just copied and pasted from regular HOI4 stats, which is cool. Then you got, you know, air superiority, all that kind of stuff. Fighter. They don't seem to have names, which is kind of derpy. Yeah, like Gen 3 Bomber. That's really disappointing, honestly, because like this was supposed to be, in my eyes, a really edgy mod that has like, oh my god, all this equipment and shit, and it's all, you know, all accurate, but it didn't even fucking rename like the multi-roles or anything like that. So that's kind of cancer. But yeah, like they have different stats. They apparently MPA, maritime patrol aircraft that can go on carriers, which is, oh, it's because it's supposed to be anti-submarine warfare. But it's got a bunch of naval targeting also for everyone else, so it's not really an anti-submarine warfare plane. Whatever. Not sure why they add this kind of stuff. And like in terms of the tech tree, other than that, there's like obviously a little bit of tanks. You know, just what you'd expect from a Millennium Dawn reskin. It's basically just a Millennium Dawn reskin. You've got tank destroyers, tank, mechanized, light mechanized, and then there's also the amphibious that they've added. Amphibious tanks and amphibious IFVs, so that's kind of okay. But there's no like airborne IFVs, so that's definitely inferior to real Millennium Dawn. Way inferior. There's not nearly as many varieties, like engineer tanks, all that kind of stuff. There's not nearly as much autism, we're gonna say. Then there's a bit of autism over here in that, like, you know, there's pictures for modern stuff, like, oh my god, look at that, that's a Leopard 2, oh my god, I'm gonna wank off to my German army. Under superior firepower with great artillery gun, America. Then there's some more America with like generals and shit. And apparently the Russians use mass assault, which, look at that, like the fucking parade on Red Square. You know, just completely retarded, but that's fine. Then there's pictures for the Navy. You know, these doctrines are all the same. He's the developer guy. I read a few comments, you know, on his mod page, said that he wants to change the Navy doctrines, which is, I guess, fine, because looks to be focusing quite a bit heavily on the Navy right now aspect, which is fine enough by me. In terms of the aircraft, it's the same, and the aircraft doctrines are also the same, but with cool little pictures. Pictures do look really good. Like, this is definitely well done. And then the engineering and industry stuff is pretty much the same. Now, the orders of battle are pretty much done for everyone, as you can see. Like, everyone has their own, you know, armies well done at the beginning, all that kind of stuff. Everyone has them deployed. Everyone, I think, has generals. Like, let's just get a random-ass nation like the Central African Republic just to see if they have generals. Who knows? They do have our, you know, yeah, like, you know, generals, all that stuff. it's probably actually compatible with a lot of like old Millennium Dawn submods if they're updated. Because, you know, it's literally the same mod with a few changes, so who knows, maybe you can throw some of those on, like some of the Korea submods or anything like that. Yeah, look at that glorious Botswana brigades. They've even got traits, cool. I wonder if they're generically or randomly generated, or they're actually manually put in, which would be one hell of a work. But yeah, most of these are like, you know, changes that were essentially taken from the old Millennium Dawn because they were already there. So yeah, like the playing experience is gonna be pretty good because, you know, the old Millennium Dawn's experience was good. And yeah, like other than that, I don't really see, like, there's obviously the whatchamacallits, the micronations that everyone knows and loves, like, you know, France, fucking Istria, you know, South Ossetia, the Vatican, San fucking Marino, I guess Monaco as well, yeah, and Andorra, you know, these things, and Liechtenstein, don't forget. But I don't really see anything else. Like, okay, so the mod creator said that he's gonna, like, the focus trees are all the generic Millennium Dawn focus trees. Well, not generic, but, you know, all copied from the old Millennium Dawn focus trees. So obviously, you know, that China tree where you can like restore the Republic or do Peaceful Rise or the China Dream, all that stuff. The Japan tree where you can restore the fucking Emperor or do the Red Sun. The United States tree where you can like abolish like the Civil Rights Act or something, you know, and restore the Confederacy or something like that. All that stuff. And like, you know, Germany can unite the EU, which is cool. Then like Italy can do a bunch of retarded shit. Yeah, you know, you get the deal. It's the old ones. However, the mod creator said that he wants to rework some of these. Does Ukraine? No, Ukraine doesn't have anything unique. Wants to rework some of these, apparently. Now, here's where we get to the disclaimers, because it's getting to the end of the video. The mod is probably gonna be, like, really edgy. Oh shit, I exited the game. It's probably gonna be really I'm retarded. I just wanted to exit to the main menu to show you something. But, okay, whatever. I guess I'm gonna finish by doing some glorious talking to a black screen. So basically, this mod is gonna be edgy because, like, it seems to be just incredibly edgy. And one of the things that you see actually when you start off the mod is that you have a bunch of incredibly edgy, like, graphics pictures, both in the loading screens and in the main menu. So just, you know, I don't have high hopes for the continuation of this mod in any meaningful capacity, but hey, so far, hey, if you want a Millennium Dawn Classic with a little bit of extra, it's fun. So yeah, links, everything will be in the description as always. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you soon. All that kind of stuff.